Hey everybody, it's Matt here from LolKing on the second day of the quarterfinals for the Season 3 World Championships for League of Legends. I'm here with PoohManDu from SK Telecom T1, their support player, and we're just going to ask him a couple questions just about the game that they just played against the Gamania Bears, their current upcoming match against NaJin Black Sword, and just the rest of the tournament in general. I just wanted to ask, just to start it off, how do you guys feel coming off that really strong victory against the Gamania Bears?
We didn't really expect to win this easily against Gamania Bears, and I think in the second game when we got the first 3 kills at bot lane, that really made the game much more easier.
You've been playing a lot of support champions just throughout the entire tournament. Sona, Zyra, we saw Thresh, of course, in this last game. How does it feel to draw bans alongside some of the your teammates like Faker and Piglet?
I think one of the main strengths of our team is that our champion pool is very big, and so it's hard for the opponent team to focus and target ban our lanes. And so our strategy is to play a lot of overpowered champions, and that way it's going to be very hard for our team to target our bans.
It's something that we've actually definitely heard from a lot of pro players, is that there's a lot of overpowered champions and you just want to pick as many of them as possible. One of those champions that we've seen is Thresh. You started that last game anyway, the second game, with an amazing Thresh hook through multiple minions. Can you maybe just give us an idea of how you approach the champion?
When Thresh was first introduced, it was very overpowered. The basic stats was very strong, but then I think it got nerfed a lot during the World Championship, and I think Zyra has become very. I think Zyra is a very good substitute for Thresh, and I don't think Thresh is that much of a good champion to first pick now.
Has Thresh overall been the biggest change to the bot lane support-wise? Like we've seen, like he wasn't available, of course, last year during the Season 2 championship rather. Has he been the biggest addition to the bot lane?
Thresh indeed had made a big impact on bot lane when it first came out, but then I think during the World Championship, not only Thresh but like Sona, Zyra, support champions that have very strong crowd controls and their ult or other spells are very favored among supporters.
How does it feel that you're going to be playing a fellow Korean team, NaJin Black Sword, in the semifinals?
I'm glad that having two Korean teams on the semifinal, it would guarantee one Korean team in the finals. But then I also think that, of course, that our team should go to the finals.
Of course, that's always, you're always going to think that anyway. We actually haven't seen a lot of NaJin Black Sword in OGN, of course. They didn't qualify for the, I believe, the summer season. I believe
they lost in the group stage.
Yeah, they were saying that, they lost in the group stage of the summer season. They went down to NLB, of course. They still had circuit points from winning OGN Champions Winter, and that's how they made it to the finals. How do you feel about them qualifying from technically a lower league?
Even though us SKT, even though we won the OGN Summer Championship, we had to go through the Korean regional qualification matches, while NaJin Black Sword, they were just qualified as first seed. I think compared to our team, well, we had to go through like the semifinals, the quarterfinals of OGN Summer. NaJin Black Sword, they got their seed too easily by winning the NLB, I think.
How do you feel about the team now that they've made a substitution a while ago, removing Maknoon? How do you feel about the team as it is right now?
We played NaJin Sword both before they rebuilt their team and after they rebuilt their team. Before their previous members, it was 5-5, 50-50. But then after they rebuilt their teams with new members, we were ahead 60-40. So I think it would be much more comfortable playing against this new rebuilt team. And I think the reason why it's easier is because they haven't played together as a team for that long, and their teamwork isn't quite perfect yet.
Do you think that you guys have an advantage from playing more games on this patch through group stage?
I think each team have their own advantage. SKT, we played many games, so we could have the chance to adapt faster to this new championship league. But then NaJin Sword, they only played 3 games during the quarterfinals, so we don't have much information about them. So I think it's going to be half-half in the semifinals.
Even though you don't have many games watching NaJin Sword, you do at least have an idea of who they beat in Gambit Gaming. Do you think that gives you a little bit of an advantage, just being able to say, okay, they're stronger than Gambit was?
While watching the game between NaJin and Gamania Gaming, I thought that their new mid laner Nagne is still feeling pressure in playing this in such a big stage. So I think when we play against NaJin Black Sword, we can use that advantage and maximize that.
I guess kind of the last few questions. Have any other foreign supports kind of caught your eye?
I haven't been. I don't remember that much foreign supporters, but I think that's because in the current meta, it's very hard for support to be upfront in the team, and also the champions pool is very limited for the supporters at this point. So that's the reason why I can't recall any foreign supporters.
Do you have any words that you wanted to say to your Korean fans or English fans that may be watching you for the first time?
I would like to thank all the fans, including Korean and other foreign fans who are cheering for us. And I promise you that we will beat our other Korean team, NaJin Black Sword. And whoever we play in the finals, we will show you the best match you will ever see.
Thanks, of course, Mandu, for taking the time to talk to us. We wish you luck in the next round of the tournament. Of course, if you guys want to see more coverage from us, you can at LolKing.net. If you can follow us on Twitter as well at LolKing.net, that'd be great as well. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can at @MattDemers. I'm going to be taking photos and doing other interviews for the entirety of the tournament. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night.